Hello and welcome back to Unboxing Lovely Ladies, and this time will be slightly different, I hope. This time I will just cut the crap and get right to the chase. Okay? So what is this? This figurine here is Momohime from Oboro Muramasa, otherwise known as... What was the English name again? I think it was Muramasa the Demon Blade. I don't know. I didn't play the international version. I only played the Japanese version because I like it better. I feel more immersed in it. All that sort of nonsense. And I know that this figurine has been around for some time, and there have been other reviews, but hey, as you can see here, I haven't actually opened it myself. So, here we go. Alright, this is my version, my take, my view. Man, I sound so... Western. So, first things first. Let's take out the tape, or should I say cut out the tape that is holding the box together. And I must also mention that this figurine is made by Alter. And honestly, they are awesome. Although, they have this nickname called Later because they are always late to deliver. But they are my favorite maker. I am not being paid to say it, I'm just a fan. So after some difficulty in opening the box, we can finally get her out. Oh yes. And even that is a bit difficult. Okay, now, there she is. Let's put the box somewhere else. Alright, and instruction manual. I'm sure we will probably need it. But anyway, let's take a closer look at what we have here. Alright, and there she is, Momohime in the flesh. Somewhat. And there is her infamous sword. Then again, this is one of her swords. She has 108 of them, but this one's hers. And that's like a furisude, which is a sleeve. The scabbard for a sword with a hand attached to it, like, the thing from the Addams family. And the base. And I'm already liking the base. It's supposed to evoke those kind of, like, ninja. Well, she's kind of like a ninja. Where they jump from, like, those rocks on a stream and is ready to attack. That kind of thing. Yeah, so she's like one of them. Moving on, let us cut out more tape. Yes, it is not red, but we still have to cut the tape. And let us detach all the stoppers, which is what I call them. I don't know what they're actually called, but you know what I mean. Like most other figurines and most other packaging, these stoppers are like kind of hard to take out, so I apologize if I'm taking a bit long, okay? I don't really want to end up in the situation where I use too much force, and it comes apart, and things start flying over the place because I can't stop my hand. It's funny. I have removed everything, right? I mean, yeah, the stoppers are removed and I can't take it out. Oh. I see. Okay, come. Let me zoom in the camera a little. Bring the camera a bit closer. Now, do you see these things at the sides? This thing here, this wire thing. Yeah, that's. For some reason, Alter, they are so paranoid or something like that as if tapes and stoppers weren't enough, they must also secure it together with wire. But no problem. We have a friend, and he is called my pair of scissors. No, I am not talking about any other pair. But first, let's try to untie the wire thing without having to cut it, because cutting it would be a real pain. I mean, it's wire we're cutting, not like string. And I'm actually kind of giving up because it's actually not that easy to disentangle. I'm cutting a string. It's such a pain to cut it. I'm sorry, I can't sing for nuts. I try, but I can't sing for nuts. I'm still here working on disentangling this thing, and it's not helping much because, unlike some people, I have big hands. And whoever thought of doing this, using wire to secure the two frames together, obviously didn't think that, how would people actually manage to get it out? These people are probably thinking, yeah, we gotta secure the figurine. We gotta make sure that in shipping, it doesn't move around, it doesn't fly around. But they kind of forgot as to, people actually need to take out the thing. But anyway, I've disentangled it, and let me show you a new problem. As you can see here, I've disentangled them, or I've untied them, but they are still all wiry, wrinkly and stuff, and I had to pull them out of this tiny little hole. So tell me, how am I supposed to do that? I don't know. Like I said, whoever had the bright idea of securing this with wire obviously didn't like consider the fact that people actually need to take it out. I'm not complaining. It's a legit problem. Yeah, legit problem. Alright, I've got it out, okay? I've managed to cut it into two, and they're out. And the camera doesn't want to work with me again. I mean, seriously, camera, I know you're as pissed off as I am, but look at this, you know? Yeah, look at this. How are you supposed to get these things out of two tiny holes at the same time? Come on, man. Alright, and now we have to do the other side. Please. But first, let us take out her sword before we damage it. I mean, I'm kind of concerned that we've already damaged the figurine in the course of trying to take out the wire. And, okay, I'm looking at this. Honestly, this looks even worse. Because I have less space to work with. And who ties these things anyway? I mean, I'm sure it's machine tied. You know? Because there's no way a person's hands can tie, like, wire in this manner. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Right, here we are. Zoom in. Yeah, look at this. How the heck am I supposed to untie this? Like I said, unlike some people, I don't really have small hands. I mean, look at my finger. Yeah, I mean, I have fat fingers, so... Yeah, how am I supposed to untie this thing? I don't know. Alright, so after like 5 to 10 minutes of heavy panting, due to untying stuff, not due to any other thing, we have finally freed her from her restraints. And let us now look at all the accessories. Here's the scabbard with thing on it, and here's a sword, and it fits right in. Here's her other sleeve, otherwise known as the furisode. And here she is. Beautiful pose already. Oh, by the way, for this video, it's gonna be a bit longer because she has 3 different poses. Or I mean, 2 of them are pretty similar, but yeah, she has 3 different poses. So I'm going to showcase all 3. Okay, and here is the base. Like I said earlier, it's supposed to evoke the feeling of rocks in a stream. So let us now start off with the easiest part, which I'll unpack the base and take a closer look. I like the way they try to mimic the stylized art of, you know those Japanese art where you see the waves and all that. Yeah, it's pretty similar. The second one, the sleeve, it's easy. And now for Momohime herself, and I can bet you, there will be something which we will need to kind of like pull her apart in order to take out the packaging. They always do that, okay? They always do that. And sure enough, you see this piece of plastic? Yeah. I probably have to like amputate her hands before I can take it out. I have no idea why. I guess it's usually because, right, they are afraid of the parts rubbing together during shipping, and therefore the color running. So that's what I'm guessing, okay? So let's take out her right arm. Or should I say, her right hand. Yeah. And now let's do the left, which is a little bit harder to take out. Let me pull her down a bit. Alright, here it is, it's out. And now let me try to detach her arm from her sleeve. I mean, I feel like I'm describing a surgery right now, rather than an unboxing. Alright, so now, let us see, what poses do we have? So, if I'm not reading this wrong, we have the pose where, on the left, right, is the moment just when she starts to unsheath her sword, and then there's one with the sword already, like, outward, like swinging out. And the last one is a variation of the letter. So, let us do the first one, okay? Let us do the one where she's just about to unsheath the sword. So the right arm into the sleeve. This looks pretty okay. And now for the left. And I just realized a problem. I have no idea why am I still putting her arm in, but I just realized a problem. It's a bit difficult to put the sword in her hand because I kind of like have to put it through her fingers. let me just put it closer. Camera, zoom. Alright, here we go. You see this? I can't, at first I thought I could, push the hilt into her fingers, but no. I have to kind of thread it through her fingers. So that's that's a bit of a downer. Alright. Off with her right arm. My god. What am I doing with Momohime? Okay, now let us, with great trepidation, thread the hilt through her fingers, which I'm very paranoid of doing this because, I admit, okay, this requires finesse, and that is something that I do not have much of. So I'm really paranoid of breaking her fingers, which is a pity because I'll show you later, her fingers are pretty well detailed. But then again, it's altar, so I expect this level of detail. Okay, we got the hilt through. Oh wait, sorry. We managed to get the grip through. Why do I keep calling it the hilt? Anyway, yeah, we managed to get the grip through, and according to the pose, she's supposed to be holding the sword with her hand near the hilt. Right? Let's do that. And now let us reattach her hands. It shouldn't be too difficult a task. Alright, that's the left in. Now for the right. I think I can just thread this through. Yeah, that looks good. Looking good there. Alright, now and I gotta say though, the hands feel a little loose. But here we are. The pose just before she unsheathes her sword and slashes her face open. Alright, let us now mount her on the base, which shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, it's only there's only one spot and one direction where she logically should go in, but as usual, I'm having problems. Follow instructions, come on. And there we have it. The first pose. Looking good there. I gotta say, I'm kind of tempted to not do the other two poses because this looks really good right now. The feeling that she's just beginning her attack is like, I'm getting the chills already. Yeah. Die, infidel! Die, you demon! Yeah. All I wanted was to be taller! Poor Poplar. All she wanted was to become as tall as the poplar tree, but it was not to be. Anyway, I said that I'll do the 3 poses, and I'll do it, okay? No problem. Although, like I said, I'm not really keen on doing it, but hey, I'll do it. So now, first things first, let's take it off on the base, so it's easier to fix stuff. And let's take off her hands, and her sword, but unfortunately, not her clothes. No, we shouldn't be thinking of Momohime that way. She's awesome. And alright, that was convenient. Both hands came out at the same time. I suppose for the other pose, we had to use the other sleeve, I guess. So let's take out the sword. So does this mean that the arm is detachable? Because I don't see it. I don't see an additional arm. I don't think it's this one. This one is her right arm. But let's try anyway. What's the worst that can happen? It looks really funny. Okay, let us not. Okay, let us not. Alright, so let's do this properly. I think we should be able to take out the arm from this sleeve. I don't really want to take things apart because you never know. You may break stuff. Okay? And I hate breaking stuff. But the instruction manual in front of me says that yeah, you're supposed to do that, so let's go with it. It's not helping that it's actually not very easy to take it out. Oh, it's out. Yay! Okay, now for the now to put the arm in the sleeve, and I guess this works. And now I'm having a lot of trouble putting in this arm. I mean, it shouldn't be this difficult, right? Alright, there we go. I think this is how it's supposed to look like. I think, okay? We will know when we attach the arm back. Alright, so here we go. Attach the arm back. Let's perform surgery again. It's not for... Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Okay, let's switch hands. Okay, maybe if we do it this way, I can put in the arm easier. I'm starting to wonder what was Alter thinking. But anyway, here we are. That's right. And now we only lack the sword, or in other words, the katana. And okay, so I thought there was a different arm, but the arm that grips the sword is the same. So keep that in mind. Yeah. And there we have it. Let's put her on the base. As usual, a very difficult affair, when there's only one way to put it in. And here we go. Momohime, about to slash you in the face. Sans scabbard. Right, let's look at this. I mean, I like this pose, yes, but the right arm, holding nothing, it feels kind of empty. I don't know. It just feels like something's missing. Alright, so here's the variation of the previous pose. Basically, instead of the arm with no scabbard, she's now holding the scabbard. And honestly, if you ask me to choose between the two, I prefer this one. Like I said, the previous one looked kind of like empty and stuff. So, decision time. Which pose shall it be? This one, or this one? I say this one. I mean, yeah, if in case you haven't caught it already, I am so struck by this pose. It's amazing. You know, the pose where she's like just about to strike. The sword is coming out and she's going to strike in one smooth motion. Now that is awesome. So let us now inspect her from head to toe, like we always do. And those are some nice footwear there. So here we are. The perfect pose. That's right. The only pose that you should go for. I mean, I honestly believe that this is the only pose that you should go for. And unfortunately, I don't really have good lighting, so you'll see her with a nice shadow on her face, like she's slightly evil, but she's sweet. Don't worry. So let's turn her around and that's a huge ribbon you got there. And I like her hair ornaments. But honestly, good luck in keeping that neat and tidy, you know, all these flowers. Then there's her arm guards, which I'm kind of concerned that, I mean, the upper ones, I don't think they do anything. At least the one on the lower arms, they actually do something. And here is a sword. And I'm not going to repeat myself. You all know what I'm going to say about the sword. And her legs. Oh. Just like Sawamura, she has beautiful legs. Just look at them. Despite the camera not cooperating, I guess the camera is also kind of like, ooh, legs. But yes, let us now admire her legs. And now for the eternal question, does she wear panties? Here's the funny thing. There was an interview, because I guess it was like back then, where, bra and panties weren't a thing in Japan. So, ostensibly, women usually wore like kimono or yukatas with like nothing underneath. For some reason, men had like underwear, like fundoshis, but not girls. I guess it's some sort of fetish. I'm not complaining. So now, let us inspect her from certain angles. Oh yes, certain angles. And I gotta say, she has a nice ass. Just saying. And think about it, she's wearing this and she's like jumping, running and fighting. Yeah, so anyway, the big question, does she wear underwear here? Okay, it's a bit hard to see, but yes, she does. I mean, the camera isn't cooperating. Okay, it's a bit difficult to see because of the light, but yeah, over there. After you're done being distracted by her ass, yeah, so she does wear that little strip there, so I suppose she does wear panties. Who knows? It's a mystery to everybody. I mean, the game doesn't actually show. And, I guess for a good reason. So there you have it. Momohime from Oboro Muramasa, made by Alter, my favorite figurine maker. Lovely, lovely figurine of a character that can kick your ass and look absolutely adorable while doing so. And in the only pose that looks undeniably awesome. Never has fighting in a kimono looked so awesome and sexy. Well, other than the part about going commando. I mean, okay, I can't say I'm disappointed, but I kind of expected there to be something. Because, you know, they can't really have her walking around like that, you know, in figurine form. So, yeah, what can you do? I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. Please do not forget to like or subscribe, and I'll see you next time.